Milo was right when he came on the show and he said that Ron DeSantis had the charisma of something off-putting, like when you reach for something and accidentally touch something moist, like a wet sponge.
It's like, I don't know if I would go that far. He really bored me. He was saying things that I completely agree with. I should have been cheering for that speech and I was yawning.
But honestly, that's what he's being told to do, though, right? I mean, they're like, we need to win female voters back. We need to win moms back. Well, guess what, guys? In a primary, if it comes down to men vote for Trump and women vote for DeSantis, Trump's going to kill DeSantis because more men are going to show up for the primary.
Or not only that, but a lot of the women who are voting are not going to just be for DeSantis because DeSantis is calm. If they're primary voters, it could be a coin toss.
Yes.
But then guys are more likely going to be attracted to the gruff, aggressive attitude.
Alpha male.
But it could be a coin. If all DeSantis is rolling for is maybe people would prefer my attitude more. And I said it before, right? If we had someone as good as Trump but with a better demeanor, it'd be great. But Ron DeSantis doesn't have the leadership charisma to win. Now, if he wins the primary, he's got my vote, no question.
Yeah, of course.
I think his policy is fantastic.
Of course.
His policies are only mediocre because, in my opinion, if you look at Trump's announcement, the ones that we went over the other night, I have significantly more stronger preference for the stuff that Trump was talking about than DeSantis. DeSantis gave the standard Republican stuff. I mean, it was as boilerplate, boring, everyday Republican as it can get. And I think that's because he's trying to say, look, I'm not as extreme as Donald Trump. Even though he's going to try to attack Trump from the right, apparently, that's the goal, I guess. But it's even still, if you look at Trump's the list that Trump gave the other day that we were going over compared to DeSantis, I think that Trump is actually has a better grasp on the things that I'm interested in, like really tearing up the bureaucracy.
Well,
I was at
whether or not he actually will do it, I don't know. But
I was at Mar-a-Lago for Trump's announcement, and I remember everybody going, "Wow, he came in really soft. He was so soft. He was like so." I don't know if you remember, if you guys talked. Oh, yeah, he just talked in a really low voice and went into it. That's because Trump needs to be more soft. Ron DeSantis needs to be more alpha male to sell himself, and he didn't really produce that tonight.
Yeah, so you made an interesting point, Phil, about the fact that DeSantis is going to try to attack Trump from the right. And this is what always happens during primary seasons, right? Yeah. When Republicans primary, they try to be as far to the right as possible so that they can appeal to the hardline conservative base. And then when people on the left are running in the primaries, they're as far left as possible. And then when whoever is selected is in the national election, I don't remember saying all those things, or those things aren't relevant, whatever it is. But with DeSantis, part of what's really a massive weakness for him is the thing that he was best on. The thing that the American people were most impressed with him about was his response to COVID. Now, unfortunately, it is the case that while at the time, the things DeSantis was saying were completely unorthodox, the establishment entirely rejected them. Most Republicans would not want to associate with you if you were saying those things. Because the political science has changed, to quote DeSantis, these are perspectives that you're allowed to have. So that takes a lot of DeSantis's edge away, unfortunately. Even though he was on the right side of this virtually the entire time, because the status quo has changed, he doesn't seem like an outsider anymore.